So drones are awesome. Just a handful of years ago, they didn't even exist, and now almost all filmmakers own them, and I even have one automatically tracking my every movement right as we speak. But let's not forget how we got aerial shots before drones got so popular. Helicopters. In this video, we're going to use a helicopter and a drone to get aerial shots, and I'll tell you which one I like better. Let's do it.
Just mention nature.
Oh, got it. Is that a bee? Is that a bee? So we just got one of these. It's the Mavic Pro 2. Wanted to bring it out into nature and see what it can do. Let's go.
Goodbye, sweet prince.
Just kidding. I think we really take for granted that this is a thing now. Like, when I was a kid, I played with Digimon. You know what I mean? And now I'm watching my phone on my flying camera machine. So I know I don't need to tell you that drones are awesome or that the Mavic Pro is super cool. They're extremely affordable now. There's a lot of really cool functionality like automatic flight modes and things like that. But drones also come with quite a few limitations. One, they have pretty short flight times. You can only get about a 30-minute flight out of them. Even the best ones now, like the Mavic Pro 2, gets about 30 minutes. Two, you can't really get good shots out of them in low light environments. You get a lot of noise pretty quickly as the sun starts going down. And then number three, and this is probably my biggest issue with them, you're not allowed to fly them anywhere. You have to go get all these certifications, you take classes, you have to, every time you're flying within 5 miles of an airport, you're supposed to get clearance from that airport. I had to drive 45 minutes from where I live just to get to a place that I'm only like 90% sure it was legal to fly my drone here. So how do you get around these limitations? Well, in my opinion, the only way to really do it right is to use a helicopter. So that's exactly what we're gonna do.
We're gonna fly in a helicopter?
That's right, Robbie, we are.
Yeah!
Going up in a helicopter with the mission of getting great aerial footage has always been somewhat of a bucket list item for me. We found a really great company in the DFW area called Epic Helicopters, and they were willing to take us up in the air for a couple of hours and remove the door from one of their helicopters so that I could shoot out of the side.
So man, the door's really off of that thing, huh? Yeah. Cool. just like your Jeep, Logan.
Yeah, just like it.
Ideally, to do it, you would use some really big, expensive gimbals mounted to the outside of the helicopter. That way you could use a larger cinema-style camera. I opted to go ahead and just use a Ronin-S and a Sony A7 III. And I'll be honest, I had no idea how either would perform in this type of environment.
This is sick. Unreal. It's actually really serene up here. And this gimbal's having to fight that wind with all its might.
Yeah. The gimbals we normally have for cameras that hang outside are much larger than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once we were in the air, I couldn't believe how peaceful and stable everything felt. Where I was previously a little bit freaked out and kind of scared to go up there, I was really quickly able to just focus and start getting the types of shots that I wanted.
Hey, try to get the tracking shot of this car. Can you try and fly along this road for a minute? Sure. All right, can you start pulling out to your right a little bit?
All right.
That is sick. That is so sick.
While I was up there, I was having the time of my life. I had Robbie up there with me getting some B-roll and kind of looking around and trying to find cool shots for me to get.
Good call, Robbie. Yep.
And the amount of ground that we were able to cover in one flight was really incredible to me. To get from Fort Worth to Dallas only took about 7 minutes. We flew over the Cowboy Stadium on a game night, which was pretty cool. And we made our way over to downtown Dallas. It was really refreshing to fly around a city and get these types of shots without being worried about getting in trouble or breaking some law. And being able to get shots from up high of highways and cars moving fast down below. At one point, the pilot even landed us on a helipad, so I was able to get some cool kind of low-angle shots of the Dallas skyline.
Gorgeous.
What was that? You need that shot again, or you good?
Can we do it one more time? And then, is there any way to get kind of a little bit better of an angle on the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
As the sun went down, I really had started to relax, and I even took some time to take some still shots with my film camera. And by the time we reached downtown, the sun was almost fully gone, and I was able to get some of the low light aerial shots that I'd always dreamed of. Being able to pick up all of the moving lights of the cars and the lights on the buildings. I immediately knew these would probably end up being some of my favorite aerial shots that I'd ever taken.
So far, I think I got some of the, definitely the best aerials I've ever shot, especially over Fort Worth just now. I mean, it's pretty much dark out, and I'm still able to get everything. So it's probably some of the coolest aerials I've ever shot.
My arm is tingly. It's so tingly.
But I'm pretty sure, I was 90% sure I was going to drop the A6500.
What?
And to answer the question, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, was it all worth it? I mean, kinda, yeah, a little bit. It was a lot of fun, and one thing you need to take into consideration is a flight like this pretty much costs a similar amount to what a actual drone would cost to buy. But for the purpose of going out for a long time, having a long flight time, and getting really great aerial shots at night of cities and getting city shots in general, you really can't do it a better way. And for the full sake of transparency, I did end up having to put warp stabilizer on somewhere around 80% of the shots that I got, just because of the amount of wind that was just shaking the gimbal at all times. But I was still really impressed with how well the Ronin-S held up. So one more shout out to Epic Helicopters for taking us on this flight, and thank you to all of our viewers for watching and supporting the channel and giving me an excuse to do something as fun as going up in a helicopter. Anyways, as always, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. We got a lot of drone related content coming out on the channel over the next few months, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you in the next one.